Good evening, everyone. It is my absolute honor to introduce someone I have had the privilege of knowing, not just one summer, not just two, but 7 incredible years here at the Six. She has been telling me since year 3, if I get Firefly, you're introducing me. And I'm like, okay. And here we are. So fast forward to last Thursday, I found out that Clara was chosen for Firefly's one of tonight's speakers. And I was honored, like truly honored. And I immediately started brainstorming. I was like, what should I say? How can I make this meaningful? Should I mention how amazing 6 Points is and how it has impacted me? Maybe throw in a few things about how awesome I am? And how do I get the whole camp to clap for me? So these are all my thoughts. And then Matt sent me a gentle little reminder text. And it said, and I quote, "Set the stage, not steal the show. Remember, your role is to spotlight them, not to give an additional speech." So honestly, fair. I think y'all know me too well. But hey, maybe next year, right? So for the very first time I met Clara, it was clear she was someone special. Over the years, I've watched her grow up, and wow, what a privilege. She has not only grown as a cheerleader and a tumbler and a dancer, which a lot, yeah, but in heart, humility, and leadership. Her love for this camp and her friends is unmatched. She has grown up so much over my time knowing her. She has put in the work, stayed true to who she is, and lifted up others along the way. What makes Clara stand out isn't just what she does on the stage or on the mat, and it's when no one's looking. It's who she is in the dorms, her screaming on opening day on the bleachers, during services, and when no one's looking. Her story is one of consistency and growth. And as someone who has had the joy of watching that story unfold year after year, I couldn't be prouder to welcome her up here tonight. There's one moment I'll never forget. Summer of 2021 was a tough one for everyone. Camp was off for a year, and the fear of COVID running rampant, and all the testing and all of that. And then, on closing day, because we all made it through, Clara held onto my arm until literally the moment she had to go and I had to go. And it was that moment that I knew we had this special bond. She has so much heart for everyone around her, and her light shines so bright, and it reminds me of a younger me. She's a little spicy, but strong. We're like two peas in a pod, born slightly a few years apart. Her spirit and courage is so deeply recognizable in her, and I see that within myself. She is one of the OG campers for me that really showed me what 6 Points is all about. I also want to highlight something even deeper. Clara didn't just grow into a great camper, she grew into the part of this Jewish community. Whether it was singing prayers, sharing blessings, reading the Torah, or just being fully present at camp. Clara has embraced this space and let it embrace her back. Watching her be so welcoming to this Jewish family has been one of the most meaningful parts of my journey. She reminds us that this camp is not just about sports, it's about belonging, identity, and connection with one another. But what's impacted me the most about Clara is the way she welcomed me into this Jewish space, with kindness, openness, and zero hesitation. Whether it was helping me find my place beside me, like I had always been part of the tradition, or just making sure that I felt seen and included. Clara, you were a part of the reason why this place feels like my summer home. I kind of would have appreciated if it was kind of a beach house near a sleepy town with really good Mexican food and fancy slushies. Sounds yummy. But alas, through her actions, she reminded me that Judaism isn't just something you practice, it's something you share with love, with intention, and with joy. Please give me a huge 6 points welcome to my camper, teammate, and my friend, Clara!
Mishpacha, a Hebrew word that translates to family but means so much more to me. Hi, my name is Clara Pollack, and I've spent the last 8 years building my own family here at the Six. Let's go back to 2018. Picture a little Haifa hornet walking into the gym on opening day at AHA, wide-eyed thinking, what is happening? As I was introduced to the 4 other people in my dorm, I never would have imagined that 8 years later, I would be sharing the honor of speaking at Firefly with one of them. Chloe, you were the first member of my family at 6 points. My sister. From playing cards upstairs at AHA to now coming into your room at night and talking about our days in way too much detail, it really is about the people and not the place. Growing up with you has been such a privilege, and I couldn't thank you more. I love you. For all 12 sessions I've spent at the Six, I have done cheer and dance. The program has shaped who I am, but not solely because of the athletics, but also my coach. Coach Katie is my role model. When I met her during my second year at AHA, we instantly connected, not only because of our shared love for cheer, but on a more personal level. She became more of a mother figure for me as the kind of person I can legit pee my pants laughing with, but also can cry for hours in her arms. Coach Katie is the kind of leader everyone needs in their life. Though she started off as just another coach, she quickly became part of my family. I truly don't think she knows the impact she has had on me. Coach Katie is the reason I have been able to become a leader for my own community. Back at home, I go to a public school with very few Jewish kids. Therefore, there is very little Jewish representation. I took it upon myself to take the leadership skills I learned at camp and create a Jewish student union. I wanted to recreate the kind of community I have at camp for the Jewish kids I know at home, because most of them don't get to have the experience that I have had. I wouldn't have had the skills to create the club without the examples set before me by both past and present counselors such as Adi, Noah, Shalom, and Adam. You've all taught me so much, thank you. The JSU Club has given kids a safe space that they wouldn't otherwise have, and I thank 6 Points for giving me the skills to create that space for them. Not only have my counselors been role models in my life, but so have older campers. Over the years, Anna, Ari, Sydney, and Lori have become the older sisters I never had. Anna has been there for me from the start. In and outside camp, she has been a person I could rely on about anything, and I appreciate her for that every day. Something I love about camp is that you can be friends with anyone, no matter their mishpacha, whether it's my brothers from Ashkelon, Jake and Ben, or my little sister Micah, who I met my Tanya year when she was in my arms. I like to think I have passed down lessons to her that I have learned here at the Six. My advice to all campers is to step out of your comfort zone and talk to those around you, no matter what obvious or hidden connections you share, so that you can build a 6 Points family as well. To all my Haifa Hornets, Tel Aviv Tigers, and Getty Elks, and Eilat Eagles, keep coming back, because camp wants you here, trust me. If I didn't come back for my second year, I would have never met my best friend, my twin, Eva Gershman. She has been the light in my life for years now, even though at first I thought she was a real annoying 10-year-old. In 2019, she was randomly assigned to be my roommate, and at that point, I didn't realize how much she would impact me. Distance doesn't matter. She lives across the country from me, but it doesn't affect our friendship in the slightest. We still make time to visit, even with the 3,000-mile difference. She has been there for all of my highs and lows, and she understands me like no one else could. So thank you for everything you've done for me. I love you, Single Gershman. While the first few years of camp give you your first friends, family continues to grow as you grow up. As for the Bat Yam Butterflies, Lode Lions, Jerusalem Jaguars, and Beersheba Bears, soak up every moment, no matter how small. One of my favorite core memories was when I got way too competitive doing Nikayon, so I took the metal bar off the top bunk and started to make my bed, but instead fell head first straight into the metal bar that was stupidly laying on the ground. I had a scar on my chin for the next year, and Eva still makes fun of me for it to this day. Moments like these can be so small, but become a lasting memory forever. Even just standing up for how many years I've been going to camp alongside Chloe and Abby or taking morning and night meds with Emily has become a treasured part of camp, so please just enjoy camp as it happens. Now, to my Tanya Nightingales, Herzliya Hawks, and Tiberius Thunderbirds. You are now in your last couple years of camp, and my tip to you guys is to be the role model for the younger Mishpahas who look up to you. You are an upper circle camper now, which means you can reflect on how far you've come and how you have grown throughout your years spent at the Six. Growth to me is the most important value. It shows where you have come from to the place you are now. Growth gives endless possibilities to continue changing and be who you want to be. We never stop growing, but it's also important to reflect on how far we have come. Finally, the Ashkelon alligators and the Kfar Saba kangaroos. It is hard to believe that it is our last day as campers. Camp has been the strongest part in my life for as long as I can remember. I have spent countless birthdays here, participated in many macabias, even though I've lost most of them, and I've eaten my fair share of Big Big Chicken. So to you guys, make the absolute best of everything. Take it as it comes, because our time here is coming to a close. I am sure you've all heard that before, but really take it to heart. Whether it's pouring your heart out during the bodacious beer clock, or just simply singing during lunch sing-alongs with Zoe. These are the moments that stick with you forever, and the family you build will last a lifetime. 6 Points has been my happy place for so long now, and I could not live without it. So many of my memories have been made here at the Six, whether it's coming up with a dance for me and Ben Gottlieb to do on our birthday, or my pants falling down during the cheer and dance performance last year. I have had the time of my life growing up here at the Six. I learned life lessons that I never would have otherwise, met people from all over the world, met my future bridesmaids, and made connections that will last forever. I owe 6 Points for giving me my family, and I truly can't emphasize how important it is to find your own family here. Thank you, and Lila Tove 6 Points. I love you.